All right, Paper Cut here, back with another replay review. Oops, move my mic. There we go. Back with another replay review. This time we have Light. Light joined my coaching Discord recently, and then he asked for replay review. He's a Gold 2 player, and he said that he just struggles to have a plan. He feels like he's kind of scared to fight as well. So he would just love some advice, which I'm happy to give. If you are interested in your own replay review or like coaching, join my coaching Discord, which is in the description and the link in the link in the description below. There we go. So let's help out Light here. So I like how you notice you don't have a plan because honestly, having a plan is one of the most important things in this game. Because that directs you to where you should send your villagers, how you should use your units and things like that. Now it's important to adjust your plan as you scout. So we're going to be also focusing on what you see, but even if you're not sure if it's the right plan, going for something, seeing how it works, it's important to do so you can learn the game. So French versus Rus, this is it's kind of a tough one for you because Rus has knights and Rus has a lot of defensive capabilities with the Kremlin. So generally, what I would suggest is against Rus, this is one civ that you either all in because they usually go 2 TC and you could get an advantage by just making knights first, forcing them into spears and archers, and then you just go archers yourself, and then you kind of push the TC, especially if they make a greedy TC. Your other option is to, and you might even catch them making the TC with your first couple knights out of your landmark, which would be huge. Your other option is to go 2 TC yourself, so I would suggest you open up with 1 or 2 knights just to go harass and keep him in his base, and then go your own second TC, because you will get more villagers than him from your TC. So if you just at that point, if you just keep pushing and keep fighting, you will eventually just get the eco lead. Just having more villagers. Now he does have some economic advantages from bounty and things like that, but you'll just have more villagers. Your knights technically are better than his, especially in feudal, and then as you upgrade them through castle imperial, your knights do get better than his. But if you get to imperial, his streltsy are very, very good. So the Rus imperial is much better than the French imperial, but your feudal is a bit better, just a bit better. So you generally don't want this game to go late. So let's say you do. Now against Rus, you kind of have to play the Rus minigame. What I would suggest is that you open 2 scouts, and what you do is the first scout dives center and tries to get sheep. If they run into a deer, then you fight the deer pack. Second scout comes out and goes short side to try to get sheep. So for example, you came over here, you would have gotten 4 sheep, 4 or 5 sheep, and you can drop those off, and that's the sheep you need. So first scout dives deep, and I would try to run literally to his side because his first scout, the Rus, always comes far. So if you go far, you might catch his deer pack before he does. Second scout goes short side, tries to get sheep, bring him back, and then that scout is killing deer. Because if you can actually deny enough deer, you really slow their tempo in their early game. So I used to be a big component of going 1 scout. Now I'm big on going 2, unless your civ opening is really hurt by going 2 scout. But not killing the deer at all is just very nice for him. I was like, oh, please get some sheep. Okay, good. Nope, scout, just get this corner. Like, you already scouted everything on your side. Might as well just get the corner too. You know, all the resources in your side of the map. But you had these 2 deer packs that you just never killed. I would age it before. I don't really think the timing of going to 5th is really worth the loss of resources from not having that villager collecting. So your goal here at this point is you need to see, is he going... Your opening was clean though, by the way. But as I said, you leaving the deer to him, which he hasn't started killing yet, but he just killed this pack because it disappeared in the Self Forest, is just huge, both bounty and just pure gold for him that you could have taken away. So let's go see his side. Boom, there's the Kremlin. Nice sheep grab. And this is critical. I would have sat here, got a couple more beats to see, is he going to go stone? And if he doesn't, if he's going 2 TC, he's going a very late 2 TC. So now you're scouting around the outside. And get all the way around. Get all the way around. Because the thing you want to notice is he's on berries right here, which is huge. 1, it means that his food income is going to be really low because berries suck. And 2, that's the first place you should attack. And already, here's the first issue. Naming your aggressiveness. Your first knight needs to be going across the map right now. Because if it is, it's right here. If you scout here, then your first knight is already popping his first vill right on berries, and he's already having a problem. Because second, this Kremlin placement of his is awful. Here's why. He's not protecting anything perfectly. If it was right here against this gold, or against this tree line, then he's protecting the wood and the gold. If it's here, he's protecting the wood and the stone. He's in between, so he's kind of protecting the stone, kind of protecting the gold, but you could raid either of these easily with knights. But when we're talking about aggressiveness, the thing about French is you want your knight to be crossing instantly, because the sooner you put on pressure, the more you affect this eco, and that has waves down the line. So then you see he's on berries, and now you're crossing. It's like, this is way too late. 2, once again, this knight should be crossing. I think you're going to go kill the deer, but it's too late. The deer are dead, because we can see that in the stealth forest. At this point, you're just YOLOing knights downfield. 2, what's your plan from here? Because if your plan is, okay, I'm going to go really aggressive, and I'm going to raid him off resources, I'm going to try to shut him down, you're actually in a great spot. He has no production, he is on the worst food, and he's out of sheep. Apparently, you really hosed him of sheep. And he has no wood, so you're actually in a great spot here to really go in there and do damage. If I'm you, like, you should be scouting all around the backside here, seeing, is he have production? Is he making anything? If you're deciding to go for it, at this point is when you drop an archery range. And then you drop a blacksmith and you get siege engineering. But at this point, you should be deciding if you're committing or not. If you are, you get that 6 villager on gold, and then you're just rallying to wood. And you're building an archery range, and you're sending archers, and then you're dropping a blacksmith, and you're getting the upgrades. Second, with 3 knights out, and you already noticing he really doesn't like the berries and he doesn't have any production, this is when you go aggressive with your villagers on resources. So all these villagers should go move over here and be on the deer. And then you're just vacuuming deer, because that will be so much food, which will be more knight production. So you see how it builds on itself. I'm being aggressive, so then I can get more map control. So now I'm getting better resources, which means I can get more units. And I'm scouting to find the weak points, because right now you don't know there's a back area here. And if you scout over here, you realize he has 1 on gold and he has no production. And so this means you are free to just raid like crazy. But you're not. This is a huge missed opportunity right here. I cannot emphasize how much of a wasted opportunity this is. And this is no hate. This is why you're getting this review, right? But if you have to play some Civ of a certain mindset, and the mindset you have to have with French is, I give him no room to breathe. You saw him on berries. These knights should have been going on instantly, and you'll be getting multiple villager kills. At this point, I'm not scouting anymore with the scout. I'm keeping my scout near his base, and I need to see what he's doing. Because he was so late on these sheep. Oh my god. You could have killed Villas here. He's on the wood. This is wide open. Look how far away from TC and the Kremlin this is. This is easy pickings. But since your scout's not with your knights, it's back here. Forget the sheep. Fuck the sheep. You have deer. You have all these other resources. Go use those. Your scout should have been right here, and guiding the knights in for a charge. Guiding the knights in for a charge down here. He should be basically, this game should be over almost with how much damage you're doing with your knights. And now, look at this. Now what you really need is, since he's stuck under TC, you really need to get a blacksmith. You already got the archer range, but rally downfield. You just saw he has no production. Rally to here. You need to take space right now. Rally all the way down the court. And you need to drop a blacksmith and get arrow defense. Because the second you get arrow defense, your knights can live under TC more. You can actually do these dives where you run in and pick a villager and run out and just kill villas. 2, do not fucking dare touch those berries. Sorry, I'm cursing a lot. I'm passionate. Don't touch these berries. You have deer, boar, and he has no units. Take the good food. Don't take the shit food. Berries. What are you, vegetarian? Don't touch these. But at this point, the second you get 150 wood, you need to drop a blacksmith, because you get the attack bonus the second you get the blacksmith, and 2, you can get arrow defense, which is huge for your rating here. See how your lack of scout is really hurting you here? You should always have a scout with your main raiding party of your knights. Also be careful here. What often happens when you send your villagers out to get on deer, if they're killed, you will often place it accidentally on a carcass, and then your villagers won't do anything. So you need to kind of baby these when they go out to kill deer already. But if your scout was here, you see the gold, and then your knights can run in and charge and insta-kill 2 villagers. But since you don't have a scout here, you can't see this, and then he gets away. Keep your scout with your raiding party, because he has great vision right now at the Kremlin. You would have seen him start building that earlier. But where are your knights? Like, right now, you're missing on this beautiful opportunity to do so much damage, and your units are not up here. If your knights and archers are right here, you've already caught him making barracks. You've pushed him off wood, so he has to build another thing up here. Like, you could be doing so much damage if you were just had your units up here. So if you're gonna play an aggressive civ, be aggressive. Get your units up here until you see him having multiple units and he's pressuring you away. You put the pressure on. You're letting him breathe so much. Good. Keep making villagers. But you need to be sending these units forward. You keep making units, which is good. Your production of units is great. But also, I don't see you going back to your resources and checking what you need. You notice you need more food, so you're on a food crate. But you have all this wood. Drop a blacksmith and drop another archery range. Keep sending those archers downfield because he is making spearmen. And the archers you already have would be doing work. Also, this is not a lot of spearmen. Your 3 knights can kill those spearmen. Easy. Catch here, catch here, catch here, catch here. You're right here, you're right here. So look at this, look at this. You are running away from 2 spearmen. 2 spearmen. He has 3 military units. 1 scout, 2 spearmen. You have 5 knights and 2 archers. And with the capability, and 3 archers and 1 knight down here. With production ability is not building anything right now. Make sure your production's always on a hotkey, and you're always clicking that hotkey, and you're using tab, and you're queuing more and more units, and you're sending them downfield because this game's all about who's making more units. You should fight those spearmen and just be killing villagers like crazy. Kill these spearmen, then you're just killing villagers right here. Instead, you're giving him space. Why? Because of 2 spearmen? 2 spearmen? Why are we afraid of 2 spearmen? This is a big thing at this level that I see is we over-exaggerate our enemy's strength. And by over-exaggerating him, he now is gaining strength. He now is. You are letting him now sit and get resources. You notice how, like, your window is closing now. You let him get up a tower. You let him get up all this production. You let him make these units. When you had units too early and you could have suffocated him. And you let him kind of get away with it. Yeah. You should be pushing right now. You have way more units, and this is your time to do damage. At every second you wait, you let him get more and more ahead. Yeah, this is the game right here. Honestly, this is the game right here. Now he's aging up, right? Yeah, now he's aging up. In an area you could be raiding right now. Like, you're sitting over here for some reason. Like, the thing that is true is that when he runs out of food, he's screwed. He's almost out of sheep. But you're just letting him set this up. And I think what's worse is that you're not sending your units forward. You're taking a very passive approach. You're dropping farms for some reason when you have a deer pack, a boar, these berries. Like, I'd rather you go on berries than make farms right now because farms cost 75 wood a pop. That could be more archers. That could be more production. Okay, you have to go in now. You see how he's making farms? And then you just let these... You know why those units die? Because all these units are back here. And now you're going to age up. This should be the guild hall. Royal Institute. Royal Institute is kind of a bait. The reason being is it costs so much gold to get all those upgrades that you can never get them all early. And if he pushes you right now, he's going to do a lot of damage. Guild hall's better because you get resources. So if you're desperate for resources like food, you can just pop the guild hall and get free food and be okay. You have so many more units. At this point, though, you wait. He got his upgrades. Wait, don't take this fight. Don't take this fight. Don't take this fight. Wait for your upgrades. Just wait for your upgrades. Just wait for your upgrades. You're definitely not out of this game, but you gave up your biggest advantage, and now it's going to be a much harder fight is the issue. You need to be checking food. He cannot sneak out to these food sources. Okay, he isn't. He's playing extremely passive. So your one bonus here is that this farming eco is going to take a while to set up. It's going to be very expensive, and he's not going to get a lot of food. Your bonus is you still have this hunts you're using, which will be extremely good for you. He's still on spears, so just make more archers and get arrow attack upgrade, and then drop rams and go. That's all it is. You're doing good at getting upgrades. I'm glad you checked this. Don't check with your entire military, though. Check with like 2 knights, because what you don't want is to be your archers get jumped. Once again, where's your scout? If you lose a scout, make another scout. Always have a scout with your military. You don't want to be flying blind. Always have a scout with your military. And make multiple scouts. Have a second scout that sits over here. Just right here. Like, go check, see what he's doing. Like, go see what he is doing. Don't assume, go see what he is doing with a scout. Right now, you're just guessing. A lot of waiting around. And once again, you're not rallying your units forward. And you're not consistently making units. You keep stacking resources because you're not... I don't think you have your production hotkeys, or if not, you're not checking it and keep making units. My gameplay improved so much once I just dedicated myself to keep making units. Just keep making units. Also, get the relics. It's really powerful to drop. You dropped the monster, you're good. Second, you need to get a keep up ASAP. And that's a big thing. What you should have been building everything right here in a circle, and so you can put a keep right here, because the keep bonuses on protection is really important. Take the boar. Go get on the boar, my guy. And so once again, this is so much time. Why do we not attack? You got your upgrades. What are we afraid of? You have 46 military. He has 51. But here's the thing, your military is mostly knights. So look what you let him do. You let him set up all his farms, no problem. You let him get a second TC, no problem. Go ahead and have it. You let him sit on this gold, go ahead and have it. He's sitting on this hunt, no problem. Go ahead and have it. You're just letting him have so much because you just want to be aggressive. Get a scout. Your archers shred everything here. Your knights can still do damage. Hell, your archers can engage. Your knights can run past and just shred his eco. But you just, like, here's what I need you to do. I need you to play your next few games and just be ultra aggro. Be insanely aggro. And just throw units and see what happens and figure out what you can do safely, because right now you're letting him get away with murder. Also, you just need way more archers. This was a good pincer, but really this fight's not going as well as it should have because you just need more archers. You're making Obelitre, but he's not making any heavy units. Just make archers. And now he's making knights. But like here, men at arms. So if you make knights, then if he makes men at arms, your knights win. Just get archers for spears. I swear. Okay. Why do we run? You just wiped his entire military. You have 43 military units, and he has 15. 15. All of his villagers are hiding right now. All you had to do is just burn that down. Or go attack his second TC. Or just drop 2 rams and go push a second TC. Once again, you're just giving him things. Be aggressive. And this is why I don't like doing the rams like out of one siege workshop. Make your mangonels, your counterweight trebuchets out of that. Get the siege upgrade and just have your archers drop it. It's so much faster. You're right here in the field. Just do it. This is taking so long. Like, you had this advantage and now it's gone. Not necessarily, but like, look at this. Also, you need a spring at this point because his best bet is to have a mangonel. Just make a... You really need a scout. Just get a scout. So once again, that was your entire advantage gone. And my guess is he's aging up and he's gonna do a big killer push. No, he just keeps making units. Yeah, he's just siege balling you now. Alright, so this is over. To be direct, you gave that game away about 3 different times because you just weren't aggressive. Now, this might be because you didn't know what's happening. Get a scout, make towers, do something, figure out what's going on. 2, you overassumed his strength, always. 3, when you had advantages, you would never pressure him. You never ran your knights through his eco. You never dove villagers. And part of it is just vision and scouting. So you really need to just go all in on, I keep my scout with my knights, I am aggressive, I check eco spots, I build units and I push, I drop rams and I go for it. Like, just go for it and you will quickly learn when you can and can't go for it. But The biggest issue is you gave him time to just set things up and just live nice and safe and comfortable. I hope that was helpful to you. If you're ever interested in coaching, please let me know. I'd love to coach you. And good luck on your future games, man.